There's three time periods when Social Security's talked the most about.
Right.
Earliest at 62. One's full retirement age, which we just went over. That can be differs based off your year of birth, and then age 70, which is when you should start at the latest taking it out.
Right. So if I wanted to start my pulling my benefit, let's say I was age 62 and kick forward, I would get 70% of my full retirement benefit,
right?
Which is,
and that would increase. So, like, if you're not ready to hang it up working, and you wanted to maybe work until 64, then in that regard, you would have a little bit. You would actually, your benefit wouldn't be decreased by that much. You would receive a little bit more than 70%, but not 100% of it.
Yeah, it's all about the time you decide to turn it on after age 62.
Right. And then that gets into some calculations, which we go through as we flip the slide, and we go into some situations that may come up where a spouse has been working and maybe one of the spouses stays at home and hasn't received that many credits. They're able to.
Yeah, we see that quite a bit, where one spouse has a dramatically different earning schedule for those 35 years, higher, and the other one may have none, or a lot smaller ones. There's some decisions to be made, right?
Right. And that, if one of the spouses is at full retirement age, then the spouse that doesn't have those level of credits can get up to 50%. Of the higher earner spouse's benefit, and then if it's below full retirement age, it could be anywhere between 32 and 50%.
So if I'm the lower earning spouse, and my Social Security benefit is lower than 50% of my higher earning spouses, then I could take the best of.
The best
basically
of.
How that
exactly.
works. Yeah.
Exactly. And that there's been a lot of rule changes to kind of filing some things that used to be a part, file and suspend, spousal benefits, restricted applications. A lot of those changed about 6 years ago.
Yeah, it kind of simplified everything. I don't know that it was for the – you can debate whether it's for the better or worse, but there's less options, I guess, that are available.
Yeah, and we used to talk – we could have a very long podcast before – 6 years ago, but nonetheless, a lot of the considerations we have to take into account are individuals that they want to know how much can I earn, get from Social Security, while still working, or how much am I going to be taxed, or how much is my benefit going to be reduced. Right. If I'm working before full retirement age. Now, I guess let's back into it. So I'll just start. At full retirement age, you can make as much money as you want and not worry about being penalized.
Right. You can be taxed. You will be if you cross the threshold of earnings, which we'll talk about. Yeah. But
so at full retirement age, you don't have to worry.
That's right. But we have a lot of people that just think. I hear this all the time, and not to make fun of anybody, but I may not live long enough to get much Social Security out, so I'm going to take it. Well, that may be the right thing for you. It may not be to take it early at 62, but once you turn it on, it'll increase with inflation, but it's not going to increase, to the full retirement age benefit.
Correct. You're locked in.
You're locked in to that level. And so with that being said, if you happen to not stop working and you turn it on, then you could see your benefit, even the smaller 62 level benefit, reduced in that case, and that can be, I think it's after you get $18,000 I see here.
Yeah, it's from age 62 to full retirement age. The maximum amount before you start getting penalized that you can make is $18,960. Right. And what that means, what's a penalty? It means that your benefit's going to be reduced from Social Security. You're going to lose $1 in Social Security benefits for every $2 you earn above that $18,960 limit.
Right. Right.
Now there's a little tricky thing that the calculation comes in. Like, what if somebody turns
full retirement age
in October,
yeah,
and they've worked.
Right.
Well, should you wait until the next year or what? I mean, if you in that year, the number does go up from the 18,960 to 50,520. So there's it's not as easy as just going and filing. You want to know that ahead of time.
Yeah, and that's not to say but don't automatically think that just because there's a deduction, it doesn't make. If you're capable of working and want to work, you're probably going to be better off working a lot of times.
Make more money
than the reduction. And there's maybe a little fine line in some circumstances, but that's a pretty easy calculation to have with somebody. You come to some guys like us or an accountant, and they can do some projections for you to help you make that decision.
If you got a good earning job, I mean, and you're it's probably stands, I think, is to, really pay attention to it, but not getting yourself in a situation of reduction of benefits. I think. I mean, it is a calculation though, so I can't make a broad stroke.
Right.
You got to really just do the calculation for yourself. Don't listen to your buddies at the liar's table, at the breakfast table, I'd say, or at the water cooler. Each individual is different.